I have this topic. Sometimes I make myself laugh. I have this first topic labeled as I can't take this ship. And why do I have it labeled as I can't take this ship? Well, I am going to tell you because between now and 2028, there are going to be 54 new cruise ships released and built. Between now and 2028. That is less than 4 years away, and we are going to jam 54 more vessels on the seas.
The real number is going. How many of these older ships are they going to retire?
That's the other part, right? That's the other part. How many are going to retire? How many aren't going to make it? How many are still going to make it, but they're still going to continue to push out these 54 ships? And by the way, 54 ships, this is not just Carnival. I know the thumbnail was Carnival, but this is all industry-wide. 54 right now as a plan, and I'm sure between now and then, it's going to go higher because there are going to be some companies that saying, hey, I want to hop on the bandwagon. We want to buy more ships and build more ships and get into double XL class ships and give you all these other ships. There's going to be many more companies that get on the bandwagon. But right now, 54 ships between now and 2028. What do you, Bill? I mean, I know you have the time to cruise on all of them, but I mean, 54 from now to 2028. How is that possible?
Well, I may have the time, I may not have the money. Because this industry is growing, it's supply and demand. As long as there's a high demand, they're going to keep building ships. Mm-hmm. What they're going to have to do though is retire some of these older ships because they don't have the infrastructure at the ports to go to. That's why you see these private islands popping up and things like that, because you need places for the people to go. Cruises to nowhere, maybe. Definitely you'll start seeing some longer cruises. But again, that sounds like a lot of ships from here between now and 2028. But I just wonder how many of some of these older ships, what is Carnival going to do with some of the older ships now? Are they going to retire those? Are they going to move them overseas?
Or maybe, even though we're going to talk about this a little bit later, maybe rebuild them into another ship and call it the same name, because there has been some rumors about that too. So that could very well be. But let me just say that the current total for all of these ships, Bill, how much do you think, if we put them all together, 54 new ships by 2028, how much do you think that is going to cost?
Well, you look at the billion per ship, so it'd be 54 billion. Some ships won't be that big, so I'm going to go about 48 billion.
You're pretty close. You're a little bit over, so you're giving us a little bit more of those XL class ships, but it's actually 35 billion. So $35 billion to build and sail these 54 ships by 2028, which is absolutely insane to me. Because like I said, before going on the Jubilee, I was never really a big fan of the bigger ships, right? I am so content on a ship like the Dream, where I can walk it in, 8 minutes from front to back. I know where everything is. There's one theater. There's going to be one of this, one, and I'm okay with that. I don't need all the extra bells and whistles, because I can have my own fun and find my own fun if you give me a little tiny box. I mean, that's basically what I live in now. So I have fun there. It doesn't matter. But once you go on and once you realize what is available on these ships and how you never thought you could ride a roller coaster at sea, or you never thought that you could do X, Y, and Z at sea, and then you will actually do it, and it's actually on a ship, you're just like, all right, maybe I want to go back. Maybe I want to go on the Celebration. Maybe I want to go on the Mardi Gras. Maybe I want to go on whatever they're going to call the next one, or the next one, which I haven't.
Well, see, for me, I like the bigger ships. The smaller ships, yes, they're fine. You're limited as far as bars and activities. Now, I'm not for the gimmicks. The roller coasters at sea, that's a gimmick. If you do it one time per cruise, you're doing good.
Yes.
However, Give me different theme bars. Give me a sports bar. Give me a Latin bar. Give me all these bars. Give me these options. Give me 2 or 3 comedy clubs, so we're not all going to the same comedy show at the same time. And the larger ships are doing that. And I'm speaking mostly for Carnival, because I haven't been on like the larger Royals and larger NCLs. So Carnival, they give you a ton of different options, different restaurants, different relaxation areas. And that's what I like. So the bigger, the better. Yes, you do have to walk more. As I get older, man, I don't like walking as much, but I prefer I like having options. Even though, I'm getting older, I still like to have options. I don't like, well, here's the one adult area on the cruise ship and every other place is overcrowded.
Right.
Well, we have one show tonight, and that's at, the same show, but there's one at 7 and one at 9, and we have a comedy club, and that's it. Give me the larger ships with more things to do. The newer generations video games, the basketball courts where you can actually take a shot past 5 feet from the basket because the net at the top is so low.
And it's still there.
I mean, how long did it take Carnival to figure that one out? Hey, if we want them to be able to shoot the ball, we have to raise the net up. Anywho, let me get off of that.
Hey, and they're even introducing things like pickleball that are trending that everybody wants to play pickleball. I know pickleball is like a new thing.
Well, smaller ships, I mean, it's either or. Instead of both, it's either or. And yeah, I mean, I'm not give me the bigger ships.
And see, that's why for me, I had never realized that until I had gone on one of these XL class ships, and I'm going to be transparent. I went on the XL class ship for free, not from Carnival, from actually one of my buddies who gets really good casino deals. He needed a roommate, or wanted a roommate, I should say, and posed it to me. And I said, yeah, why not? I've never been to Galveston. I want to go to Texas. I want to go on an XL class ship. And I did tell him, I was like, I've never sailed on he was so excited that I'd never sailed on an XL class ship, but I had never sailed on an XL class ship. So he knew my reaction when I saw the ship was going to be a true reaction. And honestly, I never knew that I needed to go or I wanted to go on something like that. And now I'm kind of turning the leaf. Yes, obviously the heart still goes out to the Dream and the smaller ship, but it's kind of turning over, right? Because I had that decision where, do I want to go to Alaska or I want to go on the Celebration? And for a month and a half, I was set on the Celebration until somebody beat me over the head and was like, you're going to give up the Celebration for Alaska again? A longer Alaska? 11-day Alaska? Are you okay? Are you feeling all right? Are you feeling all right? I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. You can go on the Celebration anytime. It's not going anywhere. They just built it in 2019, 2020. Yeah, I guess you're right. And now I'm, and for me, it took a month and a half to pull me away from that Celebration. I wanted to go see Lee. I wanted to see the Celebration. I wanted to go back to Florida. There were some people in Florida I wanted to meet. So there were so many things. But at the end of the day, I was just like, Alaska or the Celebration. And yes, the Celebration and seeing what an XL class ship actually has to offer, now it kind of teases you, and I think that's what Carnival kind of figured out, because the bookings on these XL class ships have been sky high since everybody started cruising again, since the Jubilee came out, since Mardi Gras came out. I mean, the Celebration had to take that pause during the C word, but once it came back out, people were booking it, and now it's booked. I mean, people want to go on these ships, right? And now that is the reason why Carnival Cruise Lines has come out and actually said they're going to give us a 4th and a 5th XL class ship come 2028, which to me is like, because they just announced that they were going to give us the 4th one, Bill, like what, less than a week ago or a week and a half ago?
It's probably been a little bit longer than that, but yeah, but maybe a month ago or so.
Which is wild. And now they just came out and said, okay, you want to know what? I know we just said 4, but guess what? We're going to give you 5 come 2028. Can I digest? I haven't even been able to get on the 2027 one yet. Can I digest it? Like, I don't even know the name.
The only problem with Carnival, I mean, so now you're going about 8 8 or 9 years with the same design. Hopefully it's the same class ship, but hopefully they're putting different things on the ship.
Yes.
You can't just change the paint job, because again, when did Mardi Gras come out? About 2020 or so, maybe
2021, I think. Somebody will correct me in the
yeah.
chat. I think
Well,
2020.
I think about 2020, and 8 years without any design change, without adding anything new. Like, and I don't want to compare them too much to Royal, because I haven't been on Royal, but they have that ball that goes up in the sky, the observatory. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
But they have different things that they put on their ships, so they kind of break it up. You get 2 or 3 ships of the same, then they break it up. Now they're going back to an Oasis class ship, but again, I don't expect it to look like the older. Somebody put it in there. Bruce said 2021.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't expect Utopia of the Seas to look like Allure of the Seas or Aces of the Seas. They're going to throw some. I think they're going to throw some twist in there and keep it fresh. And I'm hoping Carnival does the same thing.
I hope so too. And that's the other thing. I can't wait. Utopia is also going to give me another look on one of those bigger ships that we're both going on in September. So, and Journeys with June and Brady says Carnival definitely needs to retire the Elation and Sunshine. And then Antoinette comes back quickly and says, "Just don't retire the Elation." I've been in Elation so many times. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, Elation is one of the ships that I've been on. I don't mind. I don't mind the older ships. I just like the newer ships because of the things that they offer. But the Elation for 3, 4, 5 day cruise, the Elation is fine.
April Showers Network. Hello, everyone. Hello, April. We appreciate you.
Welcome in.
54 new ships keeps me working. My clients make all the carpet underlayment for all of the cruise lines. Ooh,
nice.
Interesting. Rambling with the Broom says, well, we were on it on January 7th to the 14th. I ended up with a nasty infection from the hot tubs. Ooh! NCL drained and cleaned. NCL drain and clean nightly. Celebration doesn't drain nightly. As per nurses and doctors on board, I'm dealing with CD John and Lee and John.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't. The hot tub. Again, a hot tub is supposed to be hot instead of being an incubator. Yes. I mean, it's like lukewarm. It's like a breeding place for whatever. So I'm not a big fan of the hot tubs on the ships. Have I gotten in it? Yeah. Usually it's early in the morning, nobody around. I might get in it
because the hot will kill. The temperature it's supposed to be is going to kill the bacteria.
I mean, that was part of the whole thing. I mean, you make it hot enough where, hey, humans can only stay in it for about 10 minutes, and then you have to get out.
Right.
Not you don't sit in it for 2 hours, because God knows you're not getting up. You're drinking beers all the. I'm gonna stop. But the hot tubs aren't the place to be. The pools aren't the place to be.
Prices will go up on the cruise with all these news. That is 110% sure. We said that, I believe, either 2 weeks ago or last week. Last week's show, that the supply and demand for the new cruisers and all of the experienced cruisers now that are looking for bucket list cruises and longer cruises, journeys cruises, all going to drive the price up for all the cruises industry wide. Keisha H comes in. Hey there, Bill and Scott. Hello, Keisha. We appreciate you coming in. New ships and higher prices, $5,000 for an ocean view. It's insane. And imagine traveling like Bill and I do most of the time as solo travelers. So now you're paying $5,000 for an ocean view for yourself. So that it's like $82 every time you want to look out the window. Boo, there's 82. Boo, there's 82.
Right.
Oh, I got a discount, 43. Oh, yeah, it's insane. Let's see. Rambling with the Brooms. Most of our group cruises on that ship came home sick. Interesting.
Wow.
Meet and I have come in. Hello, Bill. Peace to the chat. Hello.
Welcome in, Meet and I.
And yes, this is true. I can't believe this. This is wild. I came home sick in December on the Sunshine, and it lasted 76 days, which is true. Aunt June was going to be a guest on Thirsty Thursday trivia for the Love Boat, which we still will do when she came back, and we haven't been able to do it because she hasn't had her voice in like 76 days, or well, you know, speaking voice enough for YouTube anyway. And yes, we are heading to Alaska in May. I have finally made that decision in June. I am coming. Next class of ship from Royal Caribbean will be called this. I read that and it was serious. Should have known it was Ross. Next class of ship from Royal Caribbean Cruise Line will be called Six Flags of the Sea. Nice, Ross. Nice. Keisha says, option variety is great to get along with the variety of budgets and locations. Very good. Very good. Except for the dream. I think that's Andrew. Because I know Jennifer loves the dream, so I believe that's Andrew. And she said, I cannot even put into words how excited I am. Bone Tired Traveler says, Scott. She says, Bill. Hello,
Denise.
We appreciate you coming in, probably from work. We appreciate you. Journeys with June and Brady says, Bill, we need new posters with more ships.
Well, I'm just going to copy and paste the Jubilee and just move that up and just scratch out the name because it's going to be the exact.
Kathy Mills, good evening, Kathy. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. Carnival Cruise Addicts says, hey, Scott and Bill, had no internet for a bit. Sure.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
Liz. Yeah, you fell asleep, Liz. Mardi Gras came out in 2021. Yes, that's right. And Wishing Mouth says, yes, retire the sunrise. But don't retire the sunshine. And I wish you would still stay in Charleston because I want to go and sail on the sunshine. I know Aunt June just said she got sick on the sunshine. But when I went out of Charleston, did I go twice? Twice out of Charleston. Loved it. Oh, love the area. Love the crowd that comes to the sunshine. I mean, man, just keep it. Now it's going to Norfolk, Virginia. Ugh. Will G, they can get in the ports. They can get in the ports with bridges. Yes, they can. That's right. The elation is crumbling. Yes, like blue cheese. 100%.
It's definitely an older ship.
I don't get in anything that harbors bacteria. Chris Kovaleski from Carnival Cruise Addicts says, what's up, Bill and Scott? Hello, hello. Paul says, howdy, cooking and listening. Shady Brady, hi, everyone. Just dropped in. Hello, Bill and Scott. Hello, Uncle Brady. The sunrise is always having issues, I know. And you want to know what? On the sunrise the other day, I was scrolling through TikTok, and I believe, Bill, and I was going to have this on my birthday celebration, the sunrise had 2 floods inside in like 2 days. First of all, I thought I was seeing stuff from last year. Second of all, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. There were people that were in their cabins with their suitcases, and the water was like up to here. And they were just like wading with their suitcases through the water. And they got $150 onboard credit for their room being flooded.
Good for Carnival.
Yeah. They are. Oh yeah, they got some problems, but let's keep the sunshine around, Zell. I agree. Sunshine is my favorite ship. Wishing Mouse says, Norfolk is my home. Grew up 10 minutes from the port. I'm excited about the sunshine coming over. Look at that. Be a nice close for you. There you go. Maybe I will have to come to Norfolk then. Look at that. Yeah, it flooded twice too. Like I said, I was like, oh my God. Carnival has moved all of its operations to Norfolk, Virginia, and Baltimore. Or from Baltimore. Yes. From what just happened. And Uncle Dave has a question. Bill, for your Hawaii cruise, how did you feel about the ship guiding everyone straight to the mustard drill? I think that's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea too. I mean, we literally like, hey, go this way. Went right to your mustard drill. on the Miracle though, all the muster stations were like on the 3rd floor. So that's the floor that you came in on. So it was easy. They didn't have like 3 or 4 different floors. So you just, hey, go this way. You need to go that way. Do the mustard drill. You're done. And I mean, I loved it. I thought it was a great idea. I don't know how well it would work when you have a ton of floors, like 3 or 4 floors of ships
Yeah.
or lifeboats.
But I mean, yeah, and I mean, from what you said, I mean, it just seemed like the flow for that particular cruise or that particular ship really worked well to kind of have everybody do it first, because there's always people that just wait to the last minute, and they're always calling like, "Oh, Bill W, please come down for your muster drill," and you're like,
Right.
"Not doing it." So yeah,
Hold on, I got to get a drink first.
yeah.
But for
All
me,
right.
it's like, vacation. I mean, it starts, well, kind of, for me, it starts when I get to the airport. But when I get on the cruise ship and do the muster drill, that's when the vacation actually starts. Because
Oh yeah.
now whatever I do it's up to me. I don't have to worry about somebody calling down to me. I don't have to, worry about doing anything. So that's what I always wait for the muster drill to really start vacation.
It's like all the vacation shackles are off. Right now, the next thing is just put the bag in the room when the room is ready. But like muster drill is like, "Ah,
Yeah.
I'm free." Okay, all right. So let's get back to topic. Sorry. So Bill, with us talking about Carnival and all the new ships that are coming out, let's push XL class just aside for a second. We're giving them a lot of attention. But as far as Carnival Corporation goes, do you know the 2 Carnival ships that are going to be coming out? Carnival Corporation ships, let's just say Carnival Corporation, before 2026, because there's going to be no deliveries in 2026. So, and they're very popular ships. People have been talking about them. I don't think you can book them yet, but
Yeah. I know Princess is coming out with a new one. I'm not sure who the other one is.
so you're right. You are right. The Star Princess is the one that you were thinking of, which is Princess is coming out with the Star Princess, and then the Queen Anne, which has been kind of picking up a little bit,
Yeah.
chatter on the internet. Do you have any plans on sailing on either one of those? I know probably not Princess, maybe not, but
I know. I really want to do a Princess cruise.
oh,
I see that in my future. I just heard so many wonderful things about Princess. But now, Embarkation Nation, they're on Encore and NCL Encore, and they just are raving about it on YouTube. Go check out their shorts. The cabin, the cabin was incredible looking,
yeah,
and it was a ocean view. It wasn't even like a balcony. I mean, so I want to start going to different ships, but because, as you said earlier, because we're solo cruisers a lot of times, the price stops me.
yes,
And when it's $3,000 per person, well, that's $6,000 I got to come up with, and that's a bit much to go on a 7-day cruise.
plus
As much as
travel,
as
plus
I want,
airfare,
yeah,
plus hotel.
as much as I want to do these newer ships, it may not be in the plan. Hold on, let me say hello to somebody real quick. Ava and Aiden, hey, how you guys doing?
Hello, mommy millionaire.
On our next cruise, I'm going with, that's my daughter, and Ava and Aiden are my grandkids, and Ava is going to be a YouTube star. She has a camera out. She's already starting to film her food. She's going to be a YouTube star.
Hey, learning from the best, Ava. You're learning from the best right here. So, right here.
Somewhere there.
We're gonna go back up this way. Let's see. John P. Adventures have made it in. Hello, John P. He says,
John
good
P,
evening.
welcome in.
Cruising Scene has made it in. Hello, Cruising Scene. Welcome in. And Wishing Mouse says, although I live close to Port Canaveral now, although I live close to Port Canaveral now, but at least I have a free place to stay before my Norfolk cruise, which is very true. Very, very true. Always better to have a free place to stay before a cruise, so you don't have to shell out a couple $100 right before getting on a cruise. I mean, we all do it, but I'd rather have that couple extra $100 to buy some chocolate martinis on a cruise.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bill.
Sex on the beach. Yeah, okay.
Well, after Baltimore this week, probably we'll have a couple more Norfolk for a few months. Yeah, that's for sure. That was a very bad incident that happened.
It was. I mean, there's some questions, but it was. Did you actually see it come down?
I did. I saw the video come down, but
that was incredible. That one hit, the way it collapsed. I mean, that was. You would have thought there would have been more safeties involved. That, hey, if this beam gets hit, it limits the damage, not the entire bridge.
and it was like seconds, Bill. Like
Yeah, I mean, it just it
like,
collapsed, and it was like, wow, that came from one. Anywho,
driving over there.
and my understanding, not that we get on this subject, but my understanding is that they knew that the ship had lost power and they had stopped traffic, vehicular traffic on the ship. The people that are missing were filling potholes on the bridge.
Yes.
How do you stop traffic but leave them there filling potholes? I mean, I just in my head, I'm trying to, and again, I haven't verified the information, but that's what I'm hearing. But that's crazy if you're telling me that, hey, it's dangerous, stop all traffic, but yeah, go ahead, keep filling the potholes.
Insane. I would have taken. I mean, everybody
off the bridge.
Go home. Leave.
Not necessarily go home, but yeah, get off the bridge.
I agree. Okay, so let me just do this, and then we're going to get back. Okay, so topic number 2, we're going to go through, which we kind of touched on a little bit. It's named Carnival XL Class Excelling ? And basically, the only reason why that's named that is because there are 3. Well, Carnival Corporation has 11 XL class, but the ones that we're talking about, Carnival right now, Carnival Cruise, okay, they have 3 currently. Okay, we have the Carnival Celebration, we have the Carnival Mardi Gras, and we have the Jubilee, Carnival Jubilee, right? And about a month ago, they said in 2027 they are going to be building in the shipyard in Germany. They are going to be building a 4th XL class ship. There are no names yet. There are some speculations. There are some rumors, but there is actually no true name yet. No true port. No real details, except and I know this is not really going to make Bill too happy, but they did say they are going to be building these ships let's talk about 4 first, very much like the previous XL class ships. So it's going to be a lot of the same building foundations. It's going to be a lot of the same decks, not maybe necessarily the same bars. They may just name them something different, which I know Bill is also not a big fan of. But they may name it something different, but they are going to, at least 4, and now they came out and said 5, are both going to kind of look somewhat similar.
Are they going to put a star on the front?
Okay, they're not going to put a star on the front. They put it in Texas.
I'm sorry.
Put it in Texas, probably won't do. Jubilee.
Okay, you want to hear? You want to hear my theory?
Yes, I do.
This is my theory. Jubilee is not going anywhere. They branded Jubilee. It's cattle. It's staying in Texas. So it's staying in Texas. The Mardi Gras and the celebration, one goes to Asia, one goes to Australia, and then they bring the newer ships to Florida because Australia's been clamoring for a newer ship, not a brand new ship, but a newer ship, and they don't have any problem with the bridges, so they should be able to get that ship in there. And then Asia, I believe Carnival wants to get into that market strongly.
Yes, and they were originally weren't sure that they were going to do this, but now that they have basically come out and said that they're going to finalize this quintet, do you personally think that, I know they said they're going to stop after this quintet, do you personally think that is the truth? Or do you think maybe after they're built, maybe in 2026, 2027, they say, we're going to give you a 6 XL class ship? Or do you think what they're saying, 5 is going to be it? Like, that's all the surprises. Here's 5. We're already, we're not starting them, but we're going to start them, and you're going to get 5 XL class ships.
No, they have to move. They have to upgrade their ships. And as far as the designs, I was thinking about that today, and thinking about large ships. I went on MSC, which kind of, when I looked at it, again, I've never been on Oasis class ship, but it kind of reminded me of what a royal ship would be with the promenade. And one of the things that I really enjoyed was like the promenade. You walk down the promenade, it looks like you're in a mall. You got shops and bars and different things on each side of you as you walk by. Carnival doesn't have that. They really divide the ship in half. So if you're walking down on the right hand side, you can't really see what's going on the left hand side. And then the restaurants, they tuck them in hideaway or they hide them away in different places. The Pig and Anchor back in a corner, Shebang back in a corner someplace, Casinas, De Capitana back in a corner someplace. And they don't like the other ships. They put those out front and center, and you have people out sitting outside by the promenade, the walk, eating while you're looking at them walking. It felt like a mall type area, and I think I really enjoyed that atmosphere. It felt livelier.
Yes, more of a common area, more of a common space for people to
where you did things.
Okay, right.
No, here's a bar that you go inside, but you're walking by it, and I love the feel of that more than what Carnival does as far as hiding everything. With the Carnival, have you walking by the shops. Here's the photo gallery. Here's the Carnival store. Here's the liquor store. There's really, unless you're shopping, there's really nothing there. They don't have that. Here's the Playmakers. Here's the hot dog place. They don't have that, and I've noticed that on MSC, and I really like that feature. So Carnival, I love the XL class ship, my favorite Carnival class ship, but I want to see them do an upgrade.
Switch it up a little bit, like you can keep the outside, right? The shell, keep the shell the same, but inside, do something like Bill's saying, right? Mix it up on the inside so people that go on the Jubilee don't feel like they just went on the Jubilee when they go on the Tropical or they go on
right.
Destiny. I don't know. I'm just throwing old Carnival ship names.
No. But again, I'm afraid that's what they're going to do. That's kind of the way I felt with the Jubilee. It was my first time out of Galveston. I enjoyed being down in Galveston because that was the first time being down there. But the ship itself, you knew exactly where everything was. I didn't know what color it was going to be. I didn't know how they had it painted or how they had it decorated. But you just knew exactly. I mean, just everything was right in the same spot. The plug where you plug in for your laptop, it's all in the same spot. I mean, mix it up a little bit.
Yep. And to echo on that, honestly, they just came out and they said the 5th XL class ship will be built on the same platform as its sisters, with the 180-ton powered liquefied natural gas, which is the LNG. So it's going to be another LNG ship, and designed to carry 6,400 guests, which is just about how much Jubilee can carry, and 1,800 crew, which is just about what Jubilee can carry. Maybe actually a little bit more crew, believe it or not. But that same volume is there, right? And they've come out and said that is going to be built on the same platform as its sisters, 4 and 5. I actually believe 4 is going to be tiny little bit smaller. I don't have the numbers here, but I don't think it's going to be 64. I think it's like 61 or something like that, but tiny bit smaller. Again, like I said, they're both going to be constructed in that Wert shipyard in Germany, and together that will bring 11 ships of this class to the Carnival Corporation fleet-wide of this size.
Yeah, I mean, again, I just want to see them just do something different.
I do too. But honestly, Bill, I believe, and I don't know if I believe this, but I know you had said you wanted to go on Princess, right? They're talking about the Princess ship, right? Let's see, this Star Princess being a ship, a bigger ship, right? And there are Princess ships that are inequivalent to the size of the XLs, right? Maybe that's where you get your different Carnival feel when you go on a Princess. I don't think they call them XL, but the Princess,
right? Whatever class they are, and again, that might be what you have to do, and maybe that's Carnival's plan. I'm just you get loyal to certain brands. I cruise Carnival. I want Carnival to be like that. All my loyalty points are with Carnival. Yeah, I can go. Okay, well, if I'm going to go to Princess and you don't honor my loyalty points for Carnival, well, why not go to Royal? Why not go to NCL? Why not go to all these other ones? If I'm going to start fresh, why not start with a fresh one, another corporation? and
Sure.
that's where they lose me. If they were to like honor, and it doesn't have to be status match straight across the board, but like, hey, loyal Carnival person, coming over to Princess, coming over to Costa, and we're going to elevate your adventure on our ship somehow, some way.
Similar to what MSC did to you, and I believe that's why MSC got as much business as it has out of Warmstrong Adventures because of that.
Well, I mean, I want to do that. No, well, they did it mostly because of price. What I got from them wasn't much. I mean, I went up to like gold status. I really didn't get much. I didn't get much. But they had decent prices. They're trying to get me over there.
Yeah.
And they actually treated people who had status with hotels better than they treated me. So I was diamond with Carnival, and I know somebody who was diamond with Hilton. They gave them diamond status on MSC, where I got whatever gold was ever right underneath diamond or whatever the highest level is. So they actually treated them better than they did me.
Interesting.
But again, it was still better than what I would get if I went to Princess. If I went to Costa, it still was better.
It's true. And this is 10 minutes ago, but Journeys with June and Brady says, I could see that happening, Bill. Scott Smith has come in. Good evening, fellow Scott and Mr. Bill. Hello, driving and listening. We appreciate you. Clock Family Adventure says, I wish they would have built one of those bigger ships that they were announcing, but no real details. Right, no real details yet, but we do have the fact that they are bringing two in 2027 and 28. So I don't think Celebration is going anywhere because of its Miami theme. That is also very true, too. A couple of good coats of paint gets rid of that star on the Jubilee, says Scrow's Nest.
Don't get me going, Scrow's Nest.
MSC World America, April 2025. Whoop.
Oh, man, I had to cancel that cruise.
I think I'm going on that one, too.
Thanks, June and Brady. Thanks for reminding me.
Awesome. Can't wait to meet you guys. Destination Fun. The Jubilee has a star that the Celebration and Mardi Gras do not have. There you go, Bill. There's the difference for you.
That's what they pushed. That's what they pushed for the difference with the Jubilee.
Oh, you wait, Bill, you get a Texas tailgate party. There you look. You're ready. Look at him. He's ready for the Texas tailgate party.
Yeah, that's what I got for the Jubilee.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I love your Carnival. I'm sorry. That's what I got different.
M says, you guys know about the Sun Princess Sun. I don't know too much about it. I know my parents were talking about it. They were on the Princess Ruby last year and they had to cancel it. And I know they got some kind of cruise credit with Princess, and now they're all talking. Well, not to get too far down into something off topic, but my cousin and my second cousin were actually on my birthday live the other day, and they've been texting me nonstop now. And
Ryan,
they actually really want to go on a cruise. They don't really care where it is. They want to come with me. They want to come with my mom and dad. They kind of want it to be a family cruise again. And I think personally, the only way that that's going to happen is if we go on a Princess cruise, because my parents are diehard Princess cruisers. They love Princess. They love everything about it. So whenever I mention Carnival, they're like, yeah, we'll look into it. But I know my mom is looking into it. So I'm kind of getting interested because I mean, if I pose it enough to my parents, like, hey, I want to go on the Star Princess, maybe it just might happen. So,
if you get a chance to do it, travel with family, do it. I'm telling you, do it. Do it. Ryan would love it.
Yes, he would. He really would. And honestly, to tell you the truth, to be 11 again and be on a cruise ship, I don't want to say that was my prime, but that was when I have a lot of my fondest memories of being in the kids club, making the most friends. I mean, my days were more packed as an 11-year-old on a cruise ship than they are when I'm a 37-year-old, 36-year-old when I go on the ship. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm boring and I don't do things, but as an 11-year-old on my first cruise, second cruise, third cruise, when my parents were taking me, I could remember how I felt in that moment. And if I was able to share that with a real life family and friend, like my second cousin who I've never even met, I'd be like, Cousin Scott, thanks so much for showing me cruising. I'd be like, that's why we're all here, folks. That's why we're all here. So Yes, I have been looking at Princess more and more, and especially with this Star Princess. And now that I'm actually reading this, it says the Sun Princess. So no, I haven't heard about the Sun Princess. I'm sorry about going on a rant on the wrong ship. Uh,
We
Journeys
got
with
what
Junior
we got what you meant.
Journeys with Junior Brady says, I don't care which status I'm on as long as I'm on a ship. I do love my platinum laundry on Carnival.
That's the probably one of the best things that you get. Like they give you like a what would be comparable to a steakhouse dinner, and the laundry, especially if when you start doing longer cruises. When I go, I have two long cruises coming up: a 16-day Panama cruise, and then a 29-day cruise from Australia to Seattle, stops in Japan. But 29 days, if you can imagine, if you had to go do your own laundry, but now I can just ship it out and they do it for me.
Yeah,
That's big right there. That's big.
it is. Mike and Rihanna said, Scott, bring him on the rock and roll cruise. That's honestly not a bad idea, to tell you the truth. My cousin is like 9 years older than me, and I know he grew up in the '80s. I mean, I love '80s music, and I love rock and roll. So honestly, it might not be a bad idea, Mike. I will definitely pose it to them for sure. Funny, people tend to stay with the same cruise line. Some people. I wish Carnival extended their loyalty. I know. I wish me too. My mom would have gone in a heartbeat. My dad didn't do these kinds of trips. He did. He did love a good roller coaster. That is where you cannot get me. June has like 4 cruises this year. If Savio is on the Sunshine, we have to go, Scott. You have a deal. I just don't think he's going to be there, but you have a deal. We're going to go see him anyway, Uncle Brady, so it doesn't matter. Together We Travel. Will, hello, Will from Together We Travel. Welcome
in.
And my friend. And just getting down to the bottom of the chat, Aunt June says, I'm going to be on the Sunshine at the end of August. That is awesome. Okay, so bringing us to our very last segment of this show. This is actually going to be a segment where you guys are going to be interactive, as well as Bill. So let's do this. That's right. It's cruise conversation time. So, aside from the question that I have in the poll, I have a topic question for everybody. And I have a topic number 3 for everyone, and it's called Let's Have a Naming Ceremony. That's right. Now, I know the ships haven't come out yet, and I know there's no names for them, but that's why you guys are here. That's why you guys are here. I want you guys to put in the chat what you think the name of either the 4th XL class ship or the 5th XL class ship is going to be. Now, there have been some rumors that Carnival is going to get rid of some old ships or even take some ship names that they had in the past that are not sailing anymore and sail them again. But, Bill, what do you think the new XL class ships are going to be named?
One should be called Excelsior.
Oh!
But again, Carnival won't do that. Let's see, what would Carnival do? Oh, well, we have a ship that we no longer use. Let's use that name over again. We still have merchandise that we have cards printed up with Tropical on it. Well, we can still use those if we name this one. I mean, Carnival is so predictable. Come up with something different. Excelsior, and just because XL class ship, have it some Knights theme base stuff on it.
Bill, don't you know how much those vintage Tropical Carnival shirts would be, even though they're new, but they're vintage?
They would reprint them. But again, I mean, that's what Carnival will do. It's going to be, I mean, again, what's old is new again, which was nice, the first time you do it. Maybe the second time. The third and fourth time. Okay, well, now we're just getting ridiculous. So I don't know. I would do something like that, and I don't. What would be another name? Just anything, Cruise.
I like the Excelsior. That was pretty witty. I like that. Good. I call it. This is what I would call it right here. I'll put mine up first, and then I'll go back. Big ass ship.
That's what you would call it. At least it would be different, you know.
On a BAS. What do you mean? A big ass ship.
I
What's
mean,
your
they please do something different.
Please do something different. Well, what was your second name, Bill? Did you have a second
I haven't thought of that. Was the only one I could think of.
name? Oh, I've actually heard this. I actually heard this as a rumor that not floating around in some forums, but the Carnival Grandeur, the Carnival festivals. Oh, I don't
Well,
know.
they have festival. I mean, it was one of the that was one of their older ships.
Yes.
But again, why rename? If you did it for the first ship that you ever made, I got it. But why would you just, instead of having all because it's like what Carnival does. The destiny. I mean, I was about to say the destiny. Yeah, no, it's not the destiny. It's the sunshine, and it's not what all the other ships. They just here's a ship. We slap some paint on it and name it something else. The Triumph. Well, we'll call that the Sunrise. I mean, stop it with renaming the same old stuff. Stop it.
You know what? Maybe it's a marketing ploy by Carnival, right? So I'm just thinking, right? If they came out and they named this new fourth Excel class ship, which I'm probably going to sail anyway, but if they named it the Carnival Imagination, right? I would be like, I got to get on there. Why? Why? Well, you can say, well, Carnival Imagination.
Why?
But why that POS? Because Carnival Imagination back in 2011 was the first ship as of 21. I've been on ships since I was like 2, but as of 21, old enough to drink myself, that was the first ship that I took myself on and my best friend that lives in New York on to enjoy his first cruise. So I would say, man, I know it's not the same Carnival Imagination, but I got some butterflies inside and I have to go on the Carnival Imagination 2, even though they would name it Carnival Imagination 2. But I got to go on the Carnival Imagination Excel class because that's where I started my journey. And now here it is again in 2027, and it's this much bigger.
I think between inspiration and imagination, those are probably the two ships I sell the most. But again, I just name it something different. Use some imagination.
Bill, it wouldn't pull at your heartstrings if they named it Imagination and be like,
no, it would be nothing like the Imagination. I would, the first time they did it, it's like, oh yeah, and you had some of the old stuff from the ship on there. The well, not the Jubilee, the celebration, and I mean the Mardi Gras and all that other. I mean, you had some of the stuff. I mean, but now we're taking the Rolls Royces off of one of the Ecstasy and moving that to one of the. Stop. Just stop rehashing the same old. Come up with something new, Carnival.
Scrosnet says Triumph. Emily says, great name, Bill. Name it the Destiny.
They already have that one, which was that's still out. The Destiny is still selling around someplace as a Sunshine.
As a Sunshine. Wait. What's old is new again, Bill?
That's just lazy writing. That's what Marvel on TV has turned into, just lazy writing. That's just lazy. Yeah, we don't want to think of anything new. We don't want to think of any new designs, new concepts. Let's just go back to the same concept, but better. I mean, come on.
Carnival Sunset. I actually like this. There's sunset bars on Carnival, but there's no sun. There's sunrise. There's sunshine. There's
that would make more sense. You're in that theme.
Or Rihanna, Mike and Rihanna. If you came up with it together, I like it. Just don't sell it to Carnival for too cheap because I like that idea. Ecstasy would be good too. Carnival Imagination, 2011. Here's one. Carnival Disney, brought to you by Carnival and Disney. The back of the ship is Disney and the front of the ship is Carnival. It would, instead of a whale tail, it just has Mickey ears in the back.
Mickey ears. Would it be flame proof?
Yeah. Yes. Oh. Imagination and inspiration. June says, my daughter drank on the old celebration. Oh, that's right. I forgot this one. Yeah, duh. That's what you're talking about. Duh. Let's see. Ecstasy, our first, third, and fifth. Bring it back. You wouldn't want any of the old stuff on the original Triumph. I know the shirts are probably like you touch it and it's like poof.
Well, yeah, again, you say you wouldn't want any of the old stuff off the Triumph. The Triumph is still selling. I mean, it's still, that ship is still out there selling.
Is it really?
Yeah, the Sunrise.
Oh, yeah. I keep getting thrown up when people call it the Triumph.
Yeah, all they did was they gave it to a bleach bath and called it a different name.
Let's see. Now that you've said that about Disney, mouse ears would be kind of cool, right? But they can't play the horn. It still says this. No. They get the ears, and then we keep Carnival's announcements and all the horn.
And play the wobble.
And the wobble, yes. Mickey wobbling in the back. Yep. Donald too. Minnie. Yeah, all of them. All right, I am down to the bottom, so that leaves us with no more topics. So, Mr. Bill,
well, you have a poll question that you need to close out.
I do. Hold on, I'm not used to this. I don't know how to close out the poll. I don't know how to do it. Oh, that's not how to do it. I don't know how to close it out.
Go up to the poll in your YouTube live.
I know, but it's not showing for me, which is weird.
Your polls isn't showing at the top. Isn't it at the top?
No, not for me. I don't know why.
Hold on.
I can't end it.
Here.
I can't end it. I mean, I know how to end it. I can end it from here.
You don't in your not studio, but YouTube live. You don't see it. You have it pinned. So
I can't even get all the way up to the top of my chat. It just goes only so far. The first question I had was Wishabout, so she wasn't the first one here. Yeah. But can we do it from here? Because I want to see the results of the poll.
Can you see it? Because I mean, I can see the poll. I can give you the numbers.
Yeah, Bill. While I'm pulling this up, why don't you give us the numbers?
Okay. Well, you have 24 votes. Should Carnival be building a 4th and 5th Excel class ship? Yes, the more the better. 67%. No, improve on the ones that you have, 25%. Yes, but 27 and 28 are just too soon, the year 2027, 28. 4%. And no, there are too many ships now, and that's at 4%. So yes, the more the merrier. And that was the one, or more the better. That was one that I picked also.
And look at that, I ended it.
You got it.
I did, I ended it. So thanks, guys, for tuning into that poll. That was pretty good. I will get. I don't know. I think it's probably because I started the live and then I did the poll. So I did the poll at the very last second, even though I had it since this morning. But I put it in at the last second. So I think it kind of tripped itself up to where my YouTube app wasn't recognizing that I had it in there. But either way, thank you for participating in the poll. Each week now that Warmstrong hosts or I host, and we will have a poll in there now that we can both do it. But as far as that, do we have any closing words on the Warmstrong Adventures front? What should we be doing now?
No closing words. I just will be on Banter with Bill tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you come over and check me out there. And probably Monday at no, not probably. I have it almost already done. A video set for Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern time.
Awesome. And that's been, for everybody that is in the chat, that has been kind of your regular day and time to put out new videos and premieres.
Correct.
And things like that. Okay.
I try to be consistent so people know. I mean, it may not be there, but that means I just didn't put one out for that week. I try to be consistent. We have, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time is you and I, Scott. Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern time is Banter with Bill. And then Monday is when a new video comes out. You may see me drop a couple of shorts in between there
Okay.
But usually I try to keep it with that schedule, just so people will know, when to expect something from me.
Absolutely. Very, very smart. And Randy comes in with, ooh, Nautilus.
I saw that. Nice name.
Ooh, nice name. I like that. Good job, Randy. That's a nice name. Carnival Cruise Addict says, Scott, you sound awesome tonight. By the way, love the new mic. Thank you very much. The regular mic for match game will be back. Don't worry. This will not be here for the match game. Says be there or be square. Yes, that is true. The Nautilus says M. And okay, so on the front for I almost said Carnival Cruise Addicts. So Liz, I say that I say our names and I mix them up all the time. So on the front of Controversial Cruising, who you're looking at right now, Controversial Cruising, I have this wonderful Wednesday live stream, Cruise Talk Live, right here with Mr. Bill every Wednesday at 4 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. EST. We are also teasing the idea of changing a couple or all of the episodes into a podcast. So I am super excited for that. Thursdays, I have Thirsty Thursday trivia with my esteemed co-host, Jimmy, the astute tourist. And that is also at 4 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. EST, where you can win some cool prizes. This week's topic is going to be pop music trivia. Jimmy was pumped like a tire when I told him about the topic. He said, "Oh, this is like right in my alley. I am so excited." I said, "Oh, well, I picked a good one." So we are going to be giving out some prizes, making a cocktail, and definitely kicking back to a long week tomorrow. And then on Friday, my new live that I just started is the brand new Match Game at Sea. Even though we're not at sea, I call it Match Game at Sea. Match Game at Sea, Match Game Live with Carnival Cruise Addicts. Now I can say that. Carnival Cruise Addicts and also Cruise Life TV. That game show is at 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. Moved it back just an hour because I actually get out of work a little bit later on Fridays. So to make that work, we pushed it back just an hour. But we've also had some really good viewerships over the last few weeks for all three shows, to be honest with you. So thank you, everybody, for showing up to Cruise Talk Live. Thank you for continuing to support Warm Strong and myself and me as well. And we'll see you right back.
Well, thank you to all the mods out there. Appreciate you guys keeping us safe.
Thank you. Keeping us safe. That's right. When we have those unexpected, unwanted chatters like Ricky Rocker. He's not in here anymore. Ricky. That's right. But yeah, so Bill will see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. But as far as this show, Cruise Talk Live, we will see you right back here next week. Same time, same place. And Bill, do you want to kick us off with what you always usually kick us off with?
Make sure you stay strong and embrace the journey, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.